It has been a hot minuto since I cooked for you all. Follow me on Instagram know this, but I legit get HelloFresh every week. Because even if I had the time and energy to go grocery shopping, I won't say time, I could make time realistically, but even if I had the willpower to go grocery shopping, I despise it. And realistically, I actually really can't cook. It's like Christmas. I always forget, because you can actually like pre-plan like weeks ahead, like what you're going to order. This is my first time though, getting HelloFresh from the States. P.S. if you haven't caught up, I moved out of Canada and I now live in Texas. Firecracker meatballs, that sounds delish. Oh yeah, I remember this. Okay, onion crunch chicken with mashed sweet potatoes, roasted broccoli, and honey Dijon dressing. See, I would never go to the grocery store and buy honey Dijon dressing. I think this is gonna be the winner for today. We've got tostadas Supremo. Before I start, listen. It's all about the brand. And this is my new favorite shirt, so I definitely don't want to get it dirty. By the way, I have a code with them, I know. But seriously, if you do not want to go and buy groceries, you can use my code, use code EMKFIT65 for 65% off plus free shipping. Yeah, I said it. And we know how expensive groceries are, so I highly recommend you take advantage of this deal. So you go to www.hellofresh.com. I don't know why I'm stomping. HelloFresh. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a Q&A video. Yay! So yeah, that's the plan. I literally haven't done one of these videos in forever, and it makes me quite sad. But now that I have this beautiful freaking kitchen, there should be no excuse, so call me out on it. We are gonna do a full catch-up Q&A. I asked you guys on Instagram, hey, what do you wanna know? Fitness, life, my move, that's been a big one as well. So we're just gonna lay it all out there. Fun fact, I don't actually have a car right now. Hopefully I will by the time this airs, but I don't have a car right now. So, and I live a 15-minute drive from, well, everything. So thank God we got some HelloFresh groceries. And it's also just kind of nice because like you can pre-plan your meals and stuff, and they have all kinds of options. Like if you want to do low carbs, if you want to do like calorie smart, carb smart, or whatever kind of smart you're on right now, family friendly, vegetarian, they got the works. So it's super customizable as well. So let's get a cutting board. Okay, how cute is this? If you're like, what is that? That is a cutting board. It's very heavy, in the shape of Texas. I gotta get used to this. The layout is different than Canada. Okay, listen, we're in America now. We must adjust. All right. I should really not be trusted with this. Let's start off with a question. Okay, yeah, so I asked you guys on Instagram, what do you want to know? I have not read through these. Okay, so a lot of questions about Texas. So let's just get into all that. Lots of, why did you move to Texas? How are you liking Texas? And did you move to Texas not knowing anyone? Yes. I literally up and moved my life. This is gonna sound really bad. I moved around a lot as a kid. So for me, like picking up and moving and kind of leaving people, it's not really that big of a deal. Like Texas is actually only a 3-hour flight from Canada. Like I'm used to having to drive minimum 4.5 hours to go see my parents anyway. So to me, it's just not really that big of a deal. I definitely miss my friends, but I also, like, I lived in downtown Toronto, right? Oh, I actually want the bag for garbage. Hot tip of the day, put your little garbages in the bag. You're like, Emily, duh. Yeah, so I lived in downtown Toronto, and I lived kind of like right downtown, like right in the midst of it all, and which was great for a while until one day I was just kind of over the whole going out every single weekend. And it's like tough not to, especially when you live like right in the midst of it. Like you hear it, even if you want to stay at home on a Friday night, which I love doing. I could hear people partying outside. You know, it just kind of got to a point where it wasn't healthy for me anymore. It was really starting to affect my mental health. And I think I just kind of woke up one day and was like, I am literally too old for this now. I know I'm still young. I'm turning 28 this month. I'm turning 28 this month. But I wanted a more quiet lifestyle. And honestly, the biggest reason I obviously moved to Texas was for work. Most of my clones live in the United States. Most of my income is USD. So the amount of charges or the amount of money that I would lose every single month just from conversion fees alone, brutal. So there's another reason. And I've also mentioned this to you guys as well, and it's crazy. This bill literally just passed through the Senate yesterday, so good thing. But Canada just passed this bill called Bill C-11, which is basically a censorship bill. The government now is going to have control over the YouTube algorithm. If my videos are not deemed Canadian enough, they're going to be blocked or buried to page 500, which is absolutely atrocious, but we're not going to go into politics right now because I'm holding a knife. Say I did a Canadian themed hit, which I've done. By the way, that video got blocked still. The bill literally says Canadian artists like Justin Bieber or Shania Twain, like any one of these Canadian artists, they're not deemed Canadian enough because they have American producers. It's just dumb. So there's another reason. In terms of how I'm liking it, I freaking love it. I've always loved Texas. Why did I move to Texas? I didn't want snow. I wanted to, you know, find somewhere that had affordable housing. And when I came here, I just fell in love with it, honestly. People here are so kind, and I'm sure it'll have its quirks. But yeah, it was definitely kind of pick anywhere in the United States. Oh, there's no snow there. Oh, there's nice houses and affordable prices. Let's get on a plane. And that's what I did. And now we're here. Not that easy, by the way. This process took almost a year. But very, very happy to be here. It was worth all the crying and the headache and whatever. And I do think in the long run, it's going to really help my business. So boom, that was a novel, Emily. Freaking 1 hour later, I think I've cut this green onion up thin enough. My manager and I were just joking about this one the other day. Would you ever sign up for a dating reality show? Love Island, Love is Blind, Married at First Sight. I would never do Love is Blind. I've never seen Married at First Sight. I assume it's kind of along the same lines. Never. Oh, oven's preheated. Only one I would maybe do is Love Island, but considering I'm 28 years old, that's like 40 on that show. I swear everyone on that show is like 20 years old. They had a 19-year-old last season. I was like, what the hell? So, yeah, I don't think that would work out. Are you nervous about making friends in a new city/country? No. I'm actually not good at making friends either. I've been told I'm terrible at first impressions, which I'm okay with, honestly. You gotta get to know me to love me. Again, I'm a queen of moving. I'm queen of fresh starts. It's really not a big deal to me. I'm more excited that I'm gonna have so many more opportunities here. Like, you know, I wanna travel more across the States. I wanna meet you guys. And I've always been a very independent homebody. Like, I like being alone. I don't get anxiety being alone. I'm very comfortable with it. I'm probably more comfortable with it, to be honest. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm sure I'll have an occasional meltdown, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. How is Darcy? Darcy is grand, okay? Darcy is loving his life. He begs me to go outside in his backyard every 10 minutes, which is great. That's why I got it. It's all fenced in. It's big enough he can run around. He does not have to use a pooch patch anymore. He's living his best life. I got him a nice big couch. He's got room to run around. I have never seen Darcy so happy. It's actually cool. He just doesn't like the thunderstorms here. They're a little crazy. Will we be seeing you go on tour for live shows anytime soon? Yes. Another reason why I moved here. That is definitely the goal. I think it's gonna take me a bit to kind of get set up. Like, it's more than just about moving. It's getting bank accounts and taxes and switching everything over and all my inventory, lots to do. I came to the States for a reason. I want to travel. I want to meet you guys. UK, I still want to come see you guys too. Don't worry. But it's so crazy how much cheaper it is to fly within the United States versus like flying within Canada. It's nuts. So yes, live tours will definitely be happening. Am I going to start crying? We'll see. How much of this onion am I supposed to put? This is a big onion. Thinly slice 1/2. Finely chop, remaining half. Oh my God, we're gonna be here for hours. Favorite gym clothes / brands. I honestly, I've been just changing my mind recently about pretty much everything. Used to be obsessed with Gymshark. I gained a little bit of weight and which I don't really care. I'm fine with kind of right now. But yeah, I'm not loving it these days. So in terms of brands, I ordered my first EMKHIIT set during Black Friday. Loved it. And I know that the EMKHIIT like gym and a store is here in Houston. It's like a 40-minute drive from me or something. So I'm hoping to be able to go and check their gym out, maybe buy some more clothes and see what their brand is all about, because I really liked it. Aloe is too expensive. Nice stuff, but too expensive. But I've been really impressed with, is it Athleta? I don't know, I'm pretty sure that it's owned by like The Gap or something. Fantastic. It's the same quality as Lululemon. And it's like slightly cheaper than Lululemon. It's not insanely cheaper, but it's cheaper. Oh, this is nice. Are you happy? Been a lot of stress the past couple months, okay? And again, you guys know I've kind of been unwell, but I haven't felt this happy, starting to like be myself again. I know that sounds really corny, but it's so true. But I felt really, really depressed in Toronto. It just wasn't working for me anymore. The lifestyle wasn't working for me. I was in this small, dark, condo, and here there's literally so much light and I'm feeling good and I want to work again. I think it's also kind of proof that like sometimes it takes going through some tough stuff, kind of going through some shit, being in a dark place to be able to see light again. So even though the last couple months were definitely rough and a little scary, now I know they were worth it because I'm here, which is great. This is funny. Now that you're a Texas babe, how do you officially pronounce? Oh, it's either lasso or lasso. I feel like it's lasso. I sound so Canadian. I'm gonna stay in the confines of my home. I promise I will not go out in public in Texas until I learn how to properly pronounce it. Thank you. Let's do a fitnessy question. How do you feel about restrictive diets? No, please don't do them. Please, please, please don't do them. Oh my gosh, I get it. Listen, I get it. We want results and we want them fast, but I'm trying to basically scream at you guys. This is so dangerous. Oh God. Okay. The slower you lose weight, the better. Because what happens when you lose a lot of weight in a very short period of time, it is more likely you're gonna gain it all back, because your body kind of goes into starvation mode. Then it kind of gets used to, oh, okay, this is how many calories that you're giving me now. I get used to it. And now all of a sudden, not only am I used to it, but God forbid you eat more than what your body's become accustomed to. Boom, you gain back the weight and then some. Prime example, look at pretty much every contestant, not everyone, but almost every contestant from the show, The Biggest Loser. That is your evidence of what happens when you have restrictive diets, over exercising, and doing it in a short period of time. Just go look at them where they are now. That's all I'm gonna say. Tips for building upper body strength as a total beginner, like noodle arm beginner. I appreciate the description, honestly. Take it slow, but your best friend is gonna be water and protein. Those are literally the two main ingredients that your muscles are made of. Like literally, your muscles are made of water and protein. I think it's like 73% water is what your muscles are made of. It's nuts. And again, take it slow. Start off with the light weights. You're not gonna go all of a sudden with noodle arms. I'm gonna go and do a bunch of pull-ups and push-ups and be awesome. No. Remember, when you are strength training, you are not building muscle, you're actually tearing muscle fibers down. That is the process of when you're lifting weights, your muscle fibers are being torn down. It's when you're in your rest period, potato days, it's when you are resting that your muscles rebuild, they recover. That's why a lot of people get sore the next day, because their muscles are struggling to rebuild. Rest, water, protein, that is how you're going to build muscle, upper body strength, booties, etc. Biggest celebrity crush? Bo Burnham, I love you. I think he's cute. I don't know what everyone else is saying. I think he's super hot. Feel free to judge me. But yes, if I could date any celebrity, any single one, like if Ryan Reynolds and Bo Burnham were to walk up to me and say, Emily, I want you, hands down, I'm going to Bo Burnham. Bam. Okay, I gotta cut the other half of this onion. I'm surprised I'm not crying yet, although I'm pretty sure I just jinxed it. Oh gosh, I'm starting to cry now. Oh, here's a good one. Biggest personal goal and professional goal you have for your life? That's a big ass question. Personal goal? I mean, honestly, I've kind of just reached it. Like, I got a house. Like, that's incredible. It's crazy that is, you know, cheaper to live in this amazing house versus living in my condo in Toronto. So, but still, like that's huge for me, being able to kind of do this all by myself. For work, I feel like I haven't even, I just kept saying to myself, if I can just get here, I'll be able to do so much better and make so many bigger moves for my job because, well, so many reasons. But now that I'm here, now I actually get to like think about, not only think about those things, but actually like put them into action. I would love to expand the clown community because I think there's more of us out there that we just haven't reached yet. So if you know anyone, you know. But I think the biggest, you know, goal for me, and at least hopefully this year, if not definitely next year, is to definitely be able to come out and do live events and come see you guys. I just want to meet you all. Doing that one live event in Toronto, oh my God. It was just so awesome. And I really do actually miss teaching in person. Like, I don't want to talk to a camera, I want to talk to you guys. So I'm gonna say that. I think work-wise, I wanna do live events and I wanna come meet you. Boom. All right, as I'm opening up some meat here, do you have any other streams of income other than YouTube? Fun fact, I don't actually get paid from YouTube. And if I do, it is very, very minuscule because all of my videos use copyrighted music. So all of my ad revenue from my videos goes to the artist. I don't get a cent. I think they're in talks about maybe hopefully starting to change that only in the US. Another reason to move to the US. I've heard some talk of like they're testing some things out about like profit sharing or something. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. My income comes from my Patreon. God love you guys. Thank you so much to every single person who has subscribed, even if you only did it for 1 month, thank you. It's basically like a GoFundMe for YouTubers because we don't get paid. So yeah, Patreon is my source of income so I can pay my bills. And then of course, I launched the programs and the booty bands as well. And I'll do the occasional brand deal as long as it makes sense for me and it's actually authentic. Like I'm happy to work with HelloFresh because I actually order them every single week. So that makes sense. But that's my primary source of income is Patreon. I need scissors. Thought I turned on the wrong burner. Okay. I knew this one was gonna come up. Let's just get her done. What happened with your BF? We broke up in September last year, like in the midst of when everything was just kind of going to crap. Long story short, I tried to move here in September. I don't want to get into it. Long story, the moving got delayed, but I was already packed up and ready to go. So I had to like get my apartment back. It was just a hot mess. And that's why I moved home with my parents for a month because anyways, the breakup actually happened like a week before all of that went down. And he was actually like, he was super helpful. He was super supportive during that crappy time. So all is good. It just, honestly guys, it just didn't work out. Honestly, and this is definitely a me thing that I'm working on in therapy right now. I tend to get a little bit starry-eyed in the very beginning and then people get comfortable and things start changing and then you see the real kind of person come out and this is on both sides. So, and that is it. Unfortunately, it didn't end well. So that sucks and something that I'm definitely working through lately. Still hopeful for love. But I'll say the typical thing, everything happens for a reason. And I learned something about myself in every single relationship. I really honestly do. And now I just kind of feel like hopefully I'm one step closer to finding someone that will be the right fit for me. All right, let's do a fitness one. How important is nutrition versus working out for weight loss? I just want a healthy relationship. Here's the thing, and this is actually something I'm really hoping to do with my channel, is that there's a lot of crap out there right now. The fitness industry has never been more toxic. The amount of people producing fitness content that have no idea what they're talking about is upsetting. Just because someone looks good and looks fit does not mean that they know how to teach people how to be fit. If we all ate the exact same things and worked out the exact same way, we would all still look completely different. That is important to remember. So all these people out there that's giving you fitness content saying, do this and you'll be skinny, do this and you'll lose weight, do this, you'll get abs in 2 weeks. This is what they're doing. They are using your insecurities to get views. They use your insecurities as clickbait. For example, muffin top workout. You're gonna look at that and you're gonna think, oh, I have a muffin top. I wanna fix that. I'm gonna do this workout. And that is really sad. And I completely understand, because hell, I've even done it, okay? 100% I've done it. I've gone and been like, oh yeah, you know what? I really don't like my arms. I'm gonna try something else. But I'm hoping as I try to, you know, scream at you and yell at you and say it over and over again, that we start to bring some awareness to it, so that when you go on social media, you can find the right content that is going to work with you. Sorry about that, my camera died, but okay. I'm not gonna lie. I just did a couple things off camera because I was like, this is taking too long. But anyways, I'll show you. Look at that! See, this is literally why HelloFresh is great, because it's Emily friendly, it's Emily proof. If I can do it, you can do it. Got some tortillas. Oh! Oh my gosh, did you see that? Why are they balloons? Why are they balloons? Okay, as if this just happened after I said it was Emily proof. Oh my God. They look like, what are those things called? Whoopee cushions? I always do my tortillas usually on the pan. I've never done them in the oven before. Well, then you learned something new, all right? Boom! We're back. I didn't forget the question. Listen, long story short, I can make a whole video about this, and if you guys actually want me to, I absolutely will. But to find the right balance of working out versus food, you know, there's some people that are like, it's 80-20, it's 60-40. I'm just not a numbers gal, never have been. Don't like counting calories, don't like anything to do with numbers. I just don't like it. I work out 4 to 5 days a week because it keeps my mind happy. That's what works for me. It's not gonna work for everyone, but that's what works for me. I try to eat healthy. For eating healthy, I live by the B- rule. My dad and I are a huge fan of the B- rule. I think we were obviously taught in school that you want A's, you want A pluses. No, take the pressure off. B-. Eat the foods you love, but find ways to incorporate them maybe into a healthier lifestyle, or a healthy lifestyle of eating. I don't like the word diet. Like I like tacos, right? For me, when my mind is happy, my body's happy. And my body responds when my mind is happy. So, you know, stressing about doing things perfectly, it's just not ever something I'm gonna encourage. It's just not who I am. I wanna find ways to make people healthy that are not going to stress you out and make you feel bad about yourself. You know what I mean? That's where I'm gonna leave that. Finish off with something positive. Perfect question to end off of. What is your favorite episode of The Office? The dinner party. Like there's no competition. It's the dinner party. It is so perfectly cringe, but not overly cringe to make you want to stop watching, like Scott's Tots. The dinner party is pure comedic genius. I'm gonna bring you guys with me. Okay, this is a picture. We're gonna try to recreate this picture. Okay, this looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is supposed to be a drizzle, but that's not really happening. All right, and we'll just kind of, all right. Before, okay, well, I mean, listen, it's gonna taste good. That is it, my friends, of this atrocious Q&A cooking video. You know what to do. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, because why not? It feels good to be back. It feels good to be back, at least like, it feels good to be back doing dumb things. Let me know what you want to see next. More workouts are coming your way, obviously, so yeah, that's it. Bye, guys.